Hello everyone, welcome to the Cheat Meal presented by Deep Fried Draft. This is our draft review series, and it will now continue with the Tennessee Titans. The Titans came into the draft needing to upgrade their offensive weapons for young star quarterback Marcus Mariota. They did accomplish that. Goal. And what was a bit of a surprise at pick 5, a lot of people thought maybe at pick 18, but at pick 5, the Titans went with Western Michigan wide receiver Corey Davis. The reason this is a surprise because he has no workout numbers, so to speak. But his senior, he was a dominant player for the Broncos. Dominated pretty much any level of competition they played against. Davis is going to be a tremendous weapon for Mariota. Number 1 receiver definitely on that team now. They come back at pick 18 and pick Adoree Jackson, corner from Southern Cal. This was about a half a round early for me, as I think Jackson's more athlete than he is corner at this point. But he's one of the top return men in the draft, so he gives you an upgrade there. He probably will be a starting corner for them at some point, definitely in the nickel, if not on the outside. But he can also even maybe have an offensive package in the game for him. But he's, like I said, definitely one of the top athletes in the draft. At pick 72, they come back with Taywan Taylor, receiver from Western Kentucky, one of the best route runners in the draft, smooth as silk out there on the field. As Taylor, highly productive, great hands. Hell, Taylor could be their number 2 receiver this year, behind Davis. Would not surprise me in the least. At pick 100 in the 3rd round, they come back with tight end Jonnu Smith. Smith had a good showing at the Senior Bowl, had an incident late in the season at FIU causing him to miss a few games where his ex-girlfriend dumped boiling hot water on his head. So, but for all intents and purposes, I think Smith is could be a one-day starter after Delanie Walker leaves at tight end, but definitely is their number 2 tight end going forward. Their value takes a little hit in their as they draft for their next 5 picks. Had undraftable grades for me. Jayon Brown from UCLA, linebacker, special teams contributor. Didn't see much else. Thought Corey Levin has potential as an interior offensive lineman. He had a decent showing against Alabama, but I didn't see much in the way of that screamed NFL starter. They drafted offensive tackle in the 7th round, Brad Seaton from Villanova, who I watched 0 of, so I have no idea what kind of player he is, but he's humongous, 6'8", 329, so definitely could be a project-type offensive tackle going forward for the Titans. And they draft a fast running back, undersized but definitely fast running back, Khalfani Muhammad from Cal. He's going into a crowded running back room with DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry at the top. So he'll be competing for that possible fourth running back spot. Go back up earlier in the 7th round. They draft Josh Caraway, an edge rusher from TCU, who has decent upside on the edge, but not much in the way in the run defensive category. Some undrafted guys they brought in. I like D'Angelo Brown and Roderick Henderson, both defensive linemen. Henderson from Alabama State is more of a nose tackle type. D'Angelo Brown's more of a smaller, quick, beat you with hand quickness type defensive line prospect. Their total value, like I said, they drafted a few guys there who had undraftable grades on, so their total value takes a hit at 30th overall. Average value ends up 29th. Their money value at 19th. But they upgraded their team, and they got weapons for Mariota. So, with that being said, that makes the draft a success for them, even though my value board doesn't think highly of it. But I think the Titans definitely upgraded their team, and they are a team that is on the rise in the AFC South and could start threatening in that division sooner rather than later. But that's going to do it for the Tennessee Titans. We're up next with the AFC West and the Denver Broncos. See you then.